Hi there, Nintendo Nexus here, with another episode of The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Last time, we made our way into Deepwood Shrine, and this time, we're going to head forward into it. Yeah, so... I apparently have forgotten how to play this game. I just tried to pick up a pot using A, and we got our first heart, I guess. These replenish your life energy by a little bit. It's, you know, standard, not very interesting. So I have to say about Deepwood Shrine, it's it's a really good example of the visuals in this game, I think. Well, you'll see what I mean, but yeah, you'll see. It's just that I think this game looks a lot better than other ones on the Game Boy Advance, such as the Pokemon games, for example, but, you know, I'm not here to talk about the Pokemon games. Well, by solving that incredibly simple puzzle, we got a small key. I wonder what it does. I mean, it's not like it just told me or anything. There's a locked door here. See if you can find a key to open it. You're about 2 seconds too late on that one. So, throughout this dungeon, these guys are gonna fall from the ceiling, and it's really annoying. Do you see that lever? I think you should be able to pull it. Just stand in front of it and press R to grab it, and then down to pull. Again, and also I just tried to press A again. Wow, it's only been 1 day since I last recorded, I swear. I have not forgotten how to play this game. You can pull this mushroom and get launched over to the other side. It's kind of an interesting mechanic, and one that we'll be seeing a lot of in this dungeon. Let's get me some more money. Not in that one, unfortunately. And we've come to sort of the main room of this dungeon. These enemies we can't do anything with yet. And you see there's this giant barrel. Okay. Wow, look at the size of that barrel. Oh. Oh, right. Right, how silly of me. It's not big, we're just small. Yeah, that is a great observation, Eslo. Well, before we go into the barrel, we can press this switch and have some of the vines on it well, I guess not disappear, but burn up. And so it's kind of just a typical barrel at this point, but if we go over here, you can see that there's a certain something up there that we can do stuff with. If we go around to this side and push this statue onto this switch, then we can burn up more of the vines, and I will admit, it is kind of hard to tell, but the barrel is actually lowering into that slot right there that you saw. And now that we're inside of it, and... What? Hey, be careful, my lad. The barrel just moved. Alright, so I will fully admit, I think Eslo can be a little bit annoying in how often he talks. Just a little bit. I really do think that this is the start of certain games having very annoying party members, I guess. I'm not really sure if you would call them party members or not. Well, we can launch ourselves all the way across both of those things to climb up here and get the dungeon map. It's, you know, pretty standard. Just head over to your map and you can see all 3 floors of the dungeon. What we don't have is a compass, which can tell us the location of doors and chests and things like that. Which, if I'm remembering it correctly, it's actually pretty easy to miss in this dungeon. So I'll make a point of getting it. What we need now is something to hold down this switch. So all of those times that Eslo has come up, I have not pressed the select button. If I want to, I can press it right here, and if you have any hopes of reforging a sacred blade, do as the elder says, yada yada, go find the earth element, yeah. Yeah, he really does come up a lot, and I know this is the tutorial dungeon, but I still think it's a little bit excessive. Once you take hold of something with R, use the directional pad to push or pull it. This is extremely important, so I hope you take pains to remember it. We've already had to do that thing something like that multiple times. I mean, this isn't the first time we're seeing something like that. At any rate, this puzzle is fairly simple. Just get both of the statues in like that, drag it inward so that you can get inside and get the small key. And I believe that small key can be used in this room over here. So that up there is a heart piece. This is one of the few Zelda games in which heart pieces can be found in dungeons. Typically, they're not. I find it kind of interesting, I guess. So we're going to move the barrel so that the hole goes like right up these stairs right here. And there's a locked door right here, which is how we progress. So let's grab onto this mushroom and launch ourselves across. Oh, that's too far. So those little marks in the ground can tell you how far you're supposed to pull the mushroom to get to, I guess, the correct side. I accidentally let go of the D-pad. I'm good at this game, I swear. Yeah, so as I was saying, those marks can show you where you need to throw how far you need to pull the mushrooms in order to launch over to wherever. And there's a lot of these annoying enemies, as I said earlier. So you want to pull over one of these statues to that side, like right there, and then push this one all the way over so that you can go in here without having that statue blocking you. And we have our first mini-boss room, question mark? I mean, it's 3 enemies that I don't know the name of, but I don't remember being challenging at all, and I can see that my memory is most likely correct, because that was not hard at all. That is another thing with this game. It is a little bit easy. It's not, like, too easy, but it's definitely not a challenge, even if you aren't going out for all the heart pieces or whatever. And I didn't really need that heart. I'm not really sure why I picked it up. I believe this down here is where the compass is. Yes, okay. So I think you want to push this block up and then, yeah. We got the compass. Use it to find the locations of hidden items. Press start and then LRR to view the map screen, blah blah blah. Guess what text we're going to be getting in every single dungeon from this point onward? Yeah, that's right. That text. Super annoying, isn't it? Now there's a puzzler. I suspect there's not much more we can do here right now. Let's press on. Perhaps we can work this from another angle later on. As I pointed out earlier, Link cannot swim. So we're going to take our shiny new compass and head over this way. And you can see yet another heart piece. Okay, that was rude. That was rude. And just as I was saying that this game was not hard. I believe you can hurt these enemies if you throw a pot at them? Yes. And there was heart in that one. Nice. So if you go down through here, you can see that this connects to the main room of the dungeon of sorts. And now that door is unlocked so that you can go through there whenever you want. We do have a key, but I'd like to go this way first. You see this cobweb? Yeah, we can't go through there. I guess it's kind of a way of showing you, hey, you missed a key, but yeah, I don't know. So you want to hit that guy in the nose, and then slash at his heart tail thing. And when he's red like this, you can't damage him. Oh, also, this is our first mini-boss, as I probably should have started off the fight with saying. It's also not a very hard mini-boss, but, you know, this game isn't that hard. And it's done. That was pretty fast. In here, we got the Gust Jar. Hold the button to draw things in, and release it to fire them out. set it to A or B on the item screen to use it. So yeah, if we go and equip it, we can just press the button directly and have it be equipped. And now we can suck things up like cobwebs, and we can release it to release a gust of air. This is a really interesting item that I always see not talked about, I guess. I think the closest equivalent to it in any other Zelda game is the Gust Bellows in Skyward Sword. Here, though, we have a piece of heart. And now we have 2, and we need 1 more to get more life energy. Or, well, I mean, it calls it life energy, but everyone I know just calls it hearts. We can also pick up pots and then launch them, which I think is really kind of cool. We can step on the switch, and you see that there is a portal up there. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. For right now, though, we have other switches that we can press that will spawn chests. We got 10 mysterious shells, which are a type of currency that we'll see later, because, yeah, we're not sure what they're for. Right. And 10 more mysterious shells. Yeah, get used to a lot of your treasure in dungeons being mysterious shells. It's really annoying. These enemies are weak to the Gust Bellows, which is why you couldn't do anything with them earlier. I don't believe that there's anything in this room if you kill them all, but I'll do it anyway. Nope, nothing. And there's no more switches? No. Okay. Before we go onward, I would like to head back to the beginning of the dungeon, just to show something off. Well, it also might be the only way forward. Oh, right, okay, so another use for the Gust Jar is that you can pull these mushrooms from far away, and then get launched over like that without having to actually physically touch the mushroom. It's another interesting use for the Gust Jar, and I think it's one of my favorite items because of that. So you see, there's a portal right here. If we step into it, it takes us to that heart piece that we found earlier. So now we're only 1 away from having more life energy. If we check our map, we can see that there are 2 chests on this floor that we haven't gotten, and that there are 2 other floors to this place. So while we're up here, let's go get some of those chests. You can see that there are two torches right there, and I believe, yeah, hey. I was trying to explain something, monster, come on. And we got 20 mysterious shells. Yeah, I think you can see that, a lot of the stuff that we'll be getting will end up just being mysterious shells, and that's it. Which is, again, kind of annoying, but yeah. Who could have guessed? I'll see you back at the actual entrance to the dungeon. And we're back. So we have 2 cobwebs blocking doorways right here. One that goes up, and one that seemingly also goes up. Can you not actually tell which way they go? No, I guess not. Well then, let's go on the right one, and if we check our map, yeah, we're on the first floor. So let's go back down, and let's actually go down this time, because, wait, ah, crap. I think I'm starting to remember this, maybe? We got 20 rubies. That is a great game. Thank you for supporting me. I am going to find where I am actually supposed to go, so please give me a moment. Oh, okay, I remember now. Alright, I get it. So, we're back in the main room, and you might have remembered seeing that has a cobweb on it. So, let's go ahead and suck it off. And then, yeah, you didn't think very hard, did you, Link? And now we're down here. So you want to... Heslo. Now what? Unless we find a way to travel by water, we won't be going much further. I already know what to do, as though you pull the lily pad toward you, and then you can use the gust jar to push yourself around. And that honestly looked pretty fun, falling down that waterfall on a lily pad like that. So you're just gonna want to push yourself around a lot. I don't think that there's anything up here, but I'll check anyway. Not yet. There is a key door there. I will admit, going around on the gust jar, going around on a lily pad with the gust jar can be kind of annoying. It also is annoying when your inputs don't work. I was trying to face a different direction there. So you want to go up here, and you press a switch, but it doesn't stay down, right? So you have to get up one of these pots from over here onto the switch. And you know, refill some of your hearts. Yeah, again, I do think a lot of the puzzles in this dungeon are a little simple, but it does get better, I promise. So after that very long pathway, I guess, of water, we come over here to this chest that we unlocked earlier for the small key. And I'm gonna meet you back all the way over there in that room to the west that had the small key door. And we're back. So we go in and we see a very interesting looking chest. We already have the map and we already have the compass as well as the item of this dungeon. What could that chest hold inside for us? I'm pretty sure if you played a Zelda game before you can figure it out, but just in case, I won't spoil it. So we just want to drown. Yep, we just want to drown. That's how you solve this puzzle. We just want to pull these mushrooms over so that we don't fall in the water. And we get the big key. Use it to open big doors. If I remember correctly, it changes a lot as to whether the big key is called the big key or the boss key in various games. And I've always just called it the boss key because, you know, it opens the door to the boss. At least that's what I assume it does, because what kind of Zelda game doesn't have Link drowning? Yes. What kind of Zelda game doesn't have, you know, a boss? It's kind of the entire game. If you're low on hearts, you can get some more here, but I don't need it. So let's face our very first boss. This is really cool. When we were big, this thing was no threat, but now that we're tinier, we can see that, yeah, it's really huge, and I can roll right into it, yeah, obviously. All you have to do is take away some of its base, I guess, with the gust jar, then wait for it to fall over, and then slash like hell. And I'll admit, the first time I played this game, it took me a while to figure that out, because I kept getting hit. Another thing I will say about this game is that the bosses are definitely creative, but they're also really easy. Like, I mean, seriously easy. I mean, we already have 3 hearts, and there is a potential of getting 4 hearts by this point, and the boss only does 1/4 of a heart of damage. So you might have to get hit 16 times if you have gotten your 4th heart container by this point. And it's not just this boss either. A lot of the other bosses have similar things with it, so much so that I actually consider some of the late game enemies more dangerous than even the late game bosses. At any rate, we have done it. We have defeated, I believe this boss's name is just Choo Choo. You got the Earth element. The power of the Earth is the source of all living things. The Earth element is the embodiment of that power. With our shiny new heart container and our shiny new Earth element, let's head out. Ah, we've got the Earth element. You must go to tell the Elder at once. This time, on The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, we made our way through Deepwood Shrine, and we found the Earth element. Next time on The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, we go see the Minish Elder, and hopefully find out how to proceed. Until then.